Hello everyone, my name's Bru and you can call me Bru, and it is quite exciting what I have for you today. I've intercepted a communication from deep space, and it's bringing news that will affect all of our spacey citizen CC lives. That's right, it's Inside Star Citizen. We're going to have a look at the video today. Now, if you want to watch it with no commentary, find a link directly to the video below. I recommend you watch it, but we're going to be watching it together and getting some reactions to the interesting effects it's going to have on our lives as pilots. Let's boot it up.
Tractor beams have been a staple of science fiction for almost 100 years.
I've heard he's an ancient legendary warrior.
Magazine and E.E. Smith's classic Space Hounds of IPC, the serials of 1931. They're a metaphor for all of science fiction, in that they look to extend our reach beyond what's physical and bring that which we can only imagine closer and within our grasp.
Did I miss something? Why was he looking over to the side?
The persistent universe. Work is currently underway, bringing its full potential into the hands and spacecraft of the Stanton system, with the next step forward happening in the upcoming Alpha 319.
Ooh. Oh yes, it's tractor time. Look at my watch. I love tractor beams so damn much. Look at that box. Lift that box.
The current state of the tractor beam is already in a really fun and fitting,
scratched the box.
State. Especially when the tractor beam was released, people got really creative with stacking boxes.
Oh my god, look at that. That's actually so cool.
For each other, or coming up with
I need to try that, creating
ideas of systemic multiplayer action, like who can destroy the ship and steal as many boxes, like team versus team situation, or you could even use the grabbed objects as harm.
Oh, this is triggering. This happened to me the other day. Someone attacked me with a box here in Grimhex. I know it's attack time, Bru. It's attack time.
So tractor beams in live game
Fackers
currently are able to move cargo crates onto your cargo grid. So
I haven't tried the cargo grid. Yeah, I need to
having
give that a go. You do
like
some cargoing.
Do the box interactions, and there's still the grapple mechanic that you can use. So you
Space
can pull yourself
surfing.
towards ships.
We need to do space
towards
surfing.
Bigger objects, heavier objects, to traverse a bit easier in zero G.
Okay, that's so
The
cool.
limitations are that it is very it cannot interact with any items yet. It's just there.
Well, you
for
pick up
boxes,
guns and stuff.
for unconscious bodies or dead bodies.
Do you intend for it to be for unconscious bodies?
I think it's intended to be for unconscious bodies.
Holy shit, that's a lot of bodies. But you can lift up guns with your tractor beam too. Yeah. The future.
So where do we want to take tractor beams? We would like to introduce more variances to the FBS tractor beam that you're seeing. So right now we only have the multi-tool that has a tractor beam attachment. So we would like to have a dedicated tool, maybe even upgraded version to the tractor beam attachment.
Shit.
So you might have heavier lifting.
That is
tractor beam
amazing
attachment
looking.
For the multi-tool. So we would really like to dive into more meaningful itemization for the tractor beam, and basically
I want
have
like
it believable.
I want a
that you
cannon
have
tractor
big
beam, a
to
bazooka
move,
beam.
like, very heavy and very big objects.
Yes.
Rather than you just
I want to
have
pick
your
up an asteroid. I
tiny
want to pick up
handgun
this
that you
asteroid
like,
behind us with a tractor beam gun, please.
36 square cubic meter boxes around or something like that. There's also the tractor beam in regards to the salvage
We need
gameplay.
a tractor beam that can lift a planet.
Salvage ships like the Reclaimer and the Vulture. You have the functionality to
Bru,
pull
pay
in
attention.
debris, and then in the future, once the salvage feature is progressing, you will be able to munch those pieces and create like additional resources out of that. For vehicle tractor beams, there are basically two things that we would like to see. There's the concept of remote turrets, so something that its full purpose is to basically help the systems that the ship itself has. For example, on the Starfarer, a tractor beam that is able to bring in the mining pods from the prospector.
How cool would it be if you could
detach
use
the
tractor beams to
fuel
like lift
pods,
up ground vehicles?
from the fuel pod socket, so you
That would
could
be very
exchange
cool.
them, or for example, for the hull variances.
Like
If you
the
have a
Connie to
remote
collect
tractor
your
beam
snub or
that
something,
is
that'd be
able
so
to
awesome.
detach the cargo boxes from the basically cargo holding plates on the hull series ships. And then there's additionally the concept of the not remote tractor beam, but the fully like ship-driven tractor beam, if so to say.
I'd become a bargeman.
Best example there is the SRV, for example.
Yeah, give me an SRV right now.
Has its full purpose to be
just tow people.
To tow ships. So you basically have a stranded ship that you
broken down
to and then move around.
Bruise your man.
But what we also want to have there is
needs work.
Some ships might have an indirect remote turret. Indirect remote version of a tractor beam, which is more the, let's say, aggressive version. So it's more
aggressive?
In combat scenario. You have a situation that someone tries to flee, and you just use the tractor beam to hold that person in place, so that the person
it's close encounters of the Bru kind. Oh my god.
An additional feature that
like aggressive tractor beams.
We also see in the future is combining the beams. So you are
cross
able to,
the beams.
Not only one player, once it attaches to a box, that only that player is able to move the box, but like have maybe people targeting the same box.
Tug a beam war, but with ships pulling an asteroid.
Being able to move that around.
Okay, that's just going to end in tears. I love it.
So big that it is like you at least could be able to
look. I want that.
And
make that for me now. Are you kidding me? Stop looking at your watch, Bru.
It makes sense.
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Tiny vehicle or tiny ship.
Holy shit! Yes. I want a tractor beam that can pull ships out of the sky.
Somewhere out there, let's actually talk about what we have in plan for 319.
Yes.
We are actually working on the entire tractor beam thing in regards to the SRV. But one thing that we noticed while working on it is that we actually have one thing that we could split out and actually bring to you a bit earlier.
Oh, we like early stuff.
And this feature is basically item stripping.
Ooh.
So you detach items from certain ports, or you or more use in like riddles that are done by the level design teams.
Once the vehicle is
oh my god!
Or unlocked, you're gonna be able to, with a tractor beam, find all the good guns and modules like shield generators or life supports or whatever. Detach them, put them on your ship, or put them in your cargo hold, and sell them later.
Yes.
Or use them.
Yes.
So
I love looting.
The very buffed version of the multi-tool to be detaching those weapons where
we
there's a new weight limit
weapons from Rex.
that the multi-tool can now exceed. There's a new volume that the multi-tool
taking a
can
component?
now exceed to allow you to detach at least like a majority of the items. There might be items hidden behind walls that for sure you will not be able to detach from their socket.
Well, that makes sense if they're behind a wall.
All the items that are visible, and especially the internal components that are size 0, size 1, and size 2, you will be able to detach from their socket, and if you have a spare, for example, sitting around next to you, you can even exchange them.
You can interchange.
You have a shield generator, and you notice for the situation that I'm right now in, it's not good enough, so you can take your multi-tool, grab it, pull it out of the socket, and grab the other one that you have, which might be suiting for the situation better, and then just pop it in, and voila, you just changed your shield generator on the fly. For weapons, since they're on the outside, we allow you to detach any weapon that matches the metrics. So I think right now the biggest that you can
that is so cool.
Are size
you could swap out your ship's weapons on the fly.
On the shape, because we have different masses and different volumes for the different shapes of the different types that we have. So it's a bit dependent there, but what is important to us on the tractor beam are synergies. And what synergies we have is, or we will have with this feature, a way to restock yourself. Like not restocking with physical ammunition, like you have from your ballistic cannons, but at least from missiles.
Missiles, right.
You can potentially find
you're thinking what I'm thinking, right?
That are like fully destroyed, that has the same time of missile.
Flinging missiles at each other?
Those missiles attached to your own ship and use them in the future fight.
In a multi-crew scenario, you can have a friend sitting around with their Cutlass Black full of missiles, and you just take it out of their backside.
That is
refill your ship.
Death waiting to happen.
It would be much more interesting because there's like a more limited shop supplies and all of that. But even right now, it's like a pretty valuable option because a lot of those components are actually pretty expensive.
Ooh, it
What we also will allow you to do is like strip the items of alive ships, but to prevent other players from randomly stealing the items, we will lock that behind a certain functionality. So right now the discussion is that we will have an unlock key binding that you press, and then you basically allow the items to be detached from their socket.
Okay, so it's a security
press the
system.
button, and then anyone in your ship or
imagine,
anyone around the ship can
you know, your components are getting damaged, you can swap them out
on a different ship, on the same ship again.
This is ridiculous.
Or sell them for profit.
During the Go No Go, there was like a comment that it is a potential exploit if the parts are too expensive. The exploit is that you can spawn your own ship, claim it, and then sell the parts of it, and then reclaim it, and then cannot do this loop. It would be counted as a crime right now, I think.
Oh, okay. I like that they're just,
like,
you know,
up to debate. So that's something that's being discussed.
They're considering it. They're not walking by that.
The synergy with, which ties in very nicely with the mining update that we have been talking about already last time, which is like
I need to get into mining so bad.
You can exchange the mining head on the fly. Not only the mining
this
head,
is a little feature they're throwing in. This is crazy.
Attached to the mining head. So if you have, for example,
this is a massive feature
that just depleted, and you have a spare one with you, just grab your tractor beam, pull it out of the cargo hold, and attach it again to the mining head. So you restock.
This is going to add so much gameplay.
Module, for example, not only we have the synergy now for the mining, but also for refueling. So if you have a Starfarer that has fuel pods and they are empty, and you just stumbled over an NPC or another player that has a fully filled Starfarer, you either negotiate to buy one of their fuel pods to get it over and attach it to your ship, or you find another way to.
People are going to be
get the
harvesting each other's ships for parts to sell.
Attach to your Starfarer, and voila.
See, the whole unlock thing, I wonder is that disabled once you blow up a ship?
Without you paying any money for the fuel that you...
you see, this whole unlock thing, if you blow the ship up, can you take it?
We also have some quality of life stuff. So if you have a gun and you move your mouse left, right, the gun will rotate this way always. Before rotating was very tricky. Now
more quality of life. Thank you.
From my perspective.
Because we also did salvage with the same concept as we did mining with the sub items and so on. Yes, you will also be able to detach the sub items on the salvage head or the salvage head in the future itself, and exchange the modules as you like and as needed.
Amazing.
So this is the next step we will take with the tractor beam for 319. And there are more to come. What I'm personally looking forward to the most is how it actually ties in with all the other systems. And I think that is also the most joy that I already get with this release for 319, which is how it already well interacts with the refueling that we did, with the mining update, because there we talked about how important it is now that the items are fitting the rocks. And now it is even in our QATR or in our internal playstations, we now have a fully stacked Cutlass Black with all the mining heads there, and we just swap them out regularly, and it's really fun. It feels like this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, or gameplay.
Anymore like this weird menu gameplay. It's real. It's physical. You have your tractor beam in your hand. You have the item lying in front of you. You pull out the item from the socket and you attach it.
I love this guy. Exactly.
I'm really looking forward to what you will come up with. So right now we are not trying to limit it too much. We might reconsider that once we see you bringing havoc to our
They put the PTV up in blocks. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, once 319 is
or whatever that thing is, the buggy.
Yeah. Be creative. Destroy the world. Whatever.
Destroy the world. I love this guy.
So what did we learn this week?
Oh, Jared's back.
Well, we learned that tractor beams will add additional functionality to the salvage gameplay that came online in Alpha 3.18, as well as new mining improvements arriving in 3.19. That its scope will continue to expand into better cargo and vehicle options in the releases beyond that. And that now is definitely the winter of our Torsten content. Because he's done 3 episodes in 5 weeks. 4 if you count SCA. I owe that guy a beer. 2 for the bad Shakespeare pun I just did. And remember, for continuing updates on the post-launch status of Alpha 3.18, keep an eye on the robertspaceindustries.com website for details. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you all here next week.
Bye. Oh my.
You've seen people say that we rely too heavy on beam gameplay. That everything's a beam.
Oh, yeah.
Savage is a beam.
Yeah.
Mining is a beam.
Actually, we internally joke about
is a fucking beam. What do you say to people who say that we're beam citizen?
Holy. Yes.
they are right.
That's what I'm calling her from now on, Beam Citizen.
Use it.
Yeah, use it. We're Beam Citizen. Holy hell. Do you know what this means? Right, let's get rid of you thing. Okay, we're back in the room. Let me. There we go. This is amazing. The fact that you're going to be able to swap out your own components. You're going to be able to loot ships of their actual parts. You know, that's what it looks like. Because there is the lock feature, but I think if your ship's in soft death, the lock is disabled. You're going to be able to have resupply ships for missiles at the minute anyway, but also spare components. Holy hell. And this is just a little thing that they're throwing across, right? What do they say? So it's the 319 is going to be the grid system, but then in later patches, we're going to get the new super tractor gun, which I fucking love the look of, and then the tractor ship. Broken Brew Services. I don't know. I can't think of it yet. Oh, that was a really, really exciting communication. And tractors are working, right? So, like, I know we've had a very interesting start to 318, but if 319 can come out and all that works, combined with the stuff that we've had in 318, holy shit, I'm excited for it. I just hope it works. Well, thank you for watching through that little recording. Again, if you want to watch it fully without me talking over and just getting so excited, what am I going to name my recovery breakdown service? I'll need to think about it. Thank you very much for watching this communique with me. I'll see you next time. I hope you have a great week. No. What does I normally say? I'm beam crazy. I hope you have a great beam, a great rest of your beam, and I'll see you in the next beam video. Bye for now.